Hey, this is Cloud.
We are Vandalism.
You with Goodwill. And we're the Belly Pots.
Hey, this is Hook and Sling.
I'm Tommy Trash.
G'day. We're TV Rock.
And you're watching HQtv.
Let me go, don't wanna be alone. And let the music pump right through me. I can feel it in my bones. Got to get up, to get it all out. And let the rhythm take a hold. Watch me shake it all out. I still release me, set me free. Let the fire burn in me. I still release me and set me free. Let the fire burn in me.
Zoe, welcome to HQ.
Oh, thanks for having me. I had a ball. They're so good, the crowd. They all had their hands up, screaming. I had the best time. I do like it.
Basically, where did your love for dance music start?
10 years ago, I did my first house track with a DJ called Mark John.
How did you first hook up with the boys from TV Rock?
I was playing with my band Black Dogs at a gig, and Grant walked in and I saw him tapping his foot away, and then afterwards he came up to me and said, "Oh, do you write by any chance?" I said, "I do." And he sent me some beats and I wrote Release Me, and then went back to see the boys and sang it to them, and Ivan and Grant both looked at each other and went, "Yep."
It's a winner. What was the inspiration for writing such a big record? Because it was number one for like 85,000 weeks.
No exaggeration.
No exaggeration. What was the inspiration for Release Me?
Well, it's just about people who try and smother you and stand in your way. And you know, sometimes when you're in conversations or you're in a place where you don't really want to be there and in your mind you're somewhere else, that's where Release Me came from.
The new single got played here tonight exclusively at HQ.
It's an angry song.
Go out and buy it.
Yeah, $1.69 on iTunes.
A lot of people probably, well, some people wouldn't have heard of Black Dogs, but some people would have. Tell us about Black Dogs.
Ooh, I love Black Dogs. It's soulful house with a bit of rock and pop and but just beats. So it's a DJ-driven band, and we've got guitar, bass, congas, sax. I sing, lead singer, and also a guy called Andrew De Silva, who's so talented. I'm lucky to be in a band with him. I say I'm the least talented in the band.
What does the future hold for Zoe Badwe?
World domination. I'm hopefully working towards my own solo album, and I've got the next 3 or 4 tracks written, ready to go, just from me. And then Black Dogs, we're doing our own album as well, writing and singing and just giving it a red hot Aussie go.
Thanks for being at HQ.
Thanks for having me. You guys are the best.
This is Grant Smiley inside the fridge. Welcome to the Days of Our Lives. Anyway, question time.
Grant Smiley, Ivan Goff. They make up TV Rock, TV Wok.
Yeah. TV Walk Chinese restaurant. That's our next venture.
So you're venturing out of music into...
I like a bit of cooking, you know.
Into
Stir
food.
fries and prawns, a bit of gung bao sauce or something.
Just to fill everybody in. A young waiter came over, decided he was going to refill Brennan's glass with red wine and tipped half of it onto Ivan's steak. But it actually went well. It went okay.
Yeah, it was a steak. It was red wine sauce. No worries. Let's go.
Please tell me the next track you're putting out is Copacabana remix.
Well, I saw the presets could wear a monster outfit at the Arias, so surely we can get dressed up in your 70s disco Friday night garb.
It suits you. It suits you very well.
Appreciate that, you know. Like, we're comfortable in who we are, so that's fine. But maybe we should talk a fraction of music, perhaps
TV Rock, what's going to happen for the rest of 2009?
Remixing Dirty South Alamo, which is next record. There's another record after that by the Sunseekers. We've got a new record called Keep the Fires, which we did with Laid Back Luke. We've got Zoe Beverly's next record, which is called Don't Want Ya. We've got a compilation CD coming out in April. After that, look, you know what? I don't think there's any stopping. We're going to the Winter Music Conference, so we go off to Europe, into the European summer, and then to just wherever else we need to be. It's going to be a very, very busy year.
You've also got the record label. Tell us a little bit about that.
We started our record label, which started out as Bimbo Rock back in the early days, and we had a record called Flaunt It, which we couldn't get signed to any label, so thanks everyone for passing on that one.
Just say what your mama gave you.
That's how we started our record label.
I think it went, what, #1? Actually, Aria, best-selling single.
And then we've it's sort of evolved into this new company called Neon, which is our record label. We're lucky enough to have 5 of the top 10 ARIA Club Chart singles at the moment, and for this year we've got a stack of new material. So I think we're in the best position, like these days, given the internet and the way that music's distributed, to be able to get so much upfront material. And I think other people sit on their hands a bit and take their time to put records out. We just want to get stuff the day we get it. We want to send it out to everyone else.
Well, whatever you're doing, you're certainly doing it right so far, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a good year. We've just signed a lot of people from around the place. We've got a guy in Melbourne, Shardy. We're working with Luke Sharble, who I've worked with before. We've got a couple of young kids that have done a record that we've signed, and plus we're signing bits and pieces from overseas. So it's going really well. And like Grant said before, the most important thing is getting the records and getting them out there quick smart.
I believe you're looking at becoming honorary members of the Swedish House Mafia. Is that correct?
Well, it's funny actually, because they've now sort of technically bumped off Eric, because Eric Prydz is now living in London. We always party with the guys when we're overseas, and they're great guys to hang out with and just have a good time with. I think the funniest thing that I can tell you about the Swedes is when we turned up to Pasha in Ibiza, and Axwell arrived in the boot of our car.
You just had a baby.
That's my best production yet.
Well, we're looking forward to the remix as well.
Wow. Better ask his wife about that one.
Anyway,
Seriously?
I think we might be done here on HQtv tonight, guys.
Listen, I'd like to extend an apology to my wife before I go to jail. So,
guys, thank you very much for joining us here on HQtv. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure coming here.
There's only 3,500 of our best friends here tonight to watch the show, so it was a great time being here. Thanks for having us.
And one last question before we let you go. Can you smell petrol?
Let the fire burn in me.